Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you guys here. Hope you guys are having a great day. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the next big banner that's coming, the part 2 of the celebration, which is going to be the top legendary summon banners. So basically what this banner is, I made a video talking about the actual units, which was, Android 17 and Team Universe 7. And over here you have Golden Frieza and MVP 17. They're going to be on the same banner, so it's going to be a pretty cool in terms of value. But the issue with this banner, the biggest one is that next month it's worldwide. Yeah, the worldwide banner is coming out basically in a month from now, about a month and like a week or two, and those banners are going to be far superior to this one. They do give out a lot of free Dragon Stones. Last year was about 850 to 900 over on worldwide. They give out a ton, so you will get a lot of stones during that celebration for sure. But if you want to kind of like just save a bit more, you can. But if you guys want to throw some summons on this banner, I do understand, because again, especially like if you're like a newer player, you would like to get LR Turles. LR Broly is a great EZA. LR Jin, Go Frieza, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Goku, KC. There's plenty of different LRs here that are really good and beneficial. The only issue is, again, I don't know how your boxes are looking in terms of stone count, like how many stones it took you to get UI Goku and Vegeta, for example. But if you're like already running kind of like on that empty low side, I probably would just completely skip this and save. Because again, you could buy these units in the future with yellow coins. And I'm not saying to skip every legendary summon banner. I'm just saying, like, if you are like in my shoes right now, which I still don't have LR Vegeta. So right now I pretty much have like 20 stones. So in my case, I have absolutely no reason to summon on this because I'm still chasing Vegeta right now. And even if I did have Vegeta and I only had 20 stones, I would probably save the remaining celebration stones. Because typically, if you guys could see, the rates on these banners are not that great. And the actual banner units here, I have all of them rainbowed. So in my case, I don't need literally any of these units. And pulling one of these LRs are actually very, very hard. LR banners are the absolute worst in terms of rates and value. So that's just kind of one thing to kind of keep in mind when you look at these. And don't get me wrong, these two Golden Friezas are great. He has a good awakening. Whenever he gets an EZA in the future, he'll be good. He's good now. He could hit pretty hard, but he's falling off a bit. The 17s are all okay. This blue Goku is actually pretty close to like maybe like top tierish. He's really good on Realm of Gods. I mean, he's actually strong as hell. This guy's also pretty good too. So like the actual units on here are like not terrible units. However, they're banner units. So like legendary summon banners, you could typically already you could grab these like 100 times in the future. But the thing is, I do understand you do need to get yellow coins. And I guess in some hindsight, this is not a bad banner to do that with, because again, you have 2 new LRs on it. And at some point you do need to summon on banners to get coins. So I'm just gonna say it like this: it depends where your stone count is. If you have like a good amount of stones left, maybe go 3 or 4 multis on it. Ain't gonna hurt you too much. But if you're like really down bad and you have like 100 less, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't put yourself to 0 because of this banner. I'll just outright say that I don't think it's worth putting yourself into a spot where you literally have like nothing. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's just, sorry, my cat's being a dork. It just really depends on where your stone count is. So again, if you have a lot of stones, sure, go for it. If you don't, no, don't do it. And even if you have a lot of stones, I would still advise not to. If you really desperately want these guys, or like you're like, oh, I'm a huge MVP 17 fan, by all means. But if you're not, and you're looking for like top tier units for your box or like for your teams, you really don't need these guys. You really don't. Because again, they're not linking up with the LRs too well, like Goku and Vegeta. Their link sets are very wonky-ish. I talked about a bit. I talked about them a lot in the last video. They ain't linking with much on this on this team. So it's just kind of like you don't desperately need them. These guys, to me, these LRs are more like trophy units. Like you could use them for sure. They're really, really good. Well, this guy's really good. This guy kind of like lacks a bit. But you really don't need them. Right, like bottom line, they're not going to really clear content easy for you, or anything like that. Maybe Golden Frieza and 17 could last a while in like harder events, especially with their active skill. You could definitely use that for like super bad road. That extra 77% defense, but again, it takes 4 or more super attacks during battle. So you might not be always getting that, right? That's just kind of one thing to keep in mind. about it. You know, it is a weird banner to say like just completely skip, because I do understand it's 2 new LRs on it. So for me, it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, just completely skip it. But I do think that you probably should. Like, I'm gonna skip it completely. I'm not summoning, but I don't like to just say outright say like, oh, don't do this, don't do that sort of thing. Well, sometimes I do, because sometimes I'm like, okay, really, you shouldn't do this. But in this case, I understand if you want to throw some stones at it, because again, it's an alright banner. Again, it's 2 brand new LRs on 1 banner. You know, it's kind of like cool. You know, Dokkan doesn't typically do that very often, like ever really. But you do have the tickets as well to kind of like keep in mind too. So, I mean, it's just all in all, it's just gonna come down to some different decision making at the end of the day. So let me know though. I do want to know your thoughts and opinions. Like, are you guys gonna summon? And summon because like you just really like enjoy the unit, because I do think that's completely fair. You should definitely just do it to enjoy these units. Like, you just like, if you're thinking like, oh, like I need them, don't think of it like that, because you don't really need these guys, unfortunately. So what is happening here? So yeah, let me know though. I definitely want to know your thoughts and opinions regarding the banner. And yeah, man. So good luck if you guys do end up summoning for it. Obviously, you know, worldwide is coming up. You also have Videl. Videl. It will be coming out next, and Videl's banner is actually going to be pretty good, and she's really top tier. Sorry about me just kind of going off there for a second. My mom sent me a text, and usually when my mom texts me during videos, I'm like, oh snap, what the hell's going on? But everything's fine. Don't worry. She was just asking how I was. So just kind of keep this, you know, keep all that in mind. Videl's coming out next. Videl's banner will be good, and it'll probably have discounts. So maybe saving some for that for those discounts will be really, really good. And you know, because again, getting Videl would be pretty top tier. And I would probably say Videl's better than both these guys. Like, on God, like, it's kind of crazy to say that, but I would 100% say that Videl is better than both. Oh my God, yes, perfect. So be ready for it. You know, keep it in mind of what's going down, of course. And yeah, boys, so if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, man. I appreciate all the support. When I road to 5K, it would be great to have you guys here. I know sometimes I have these videos where, you know, my brain just completely defogs and goes crazy, but hey, it is what it is. I think we got the point off in the first 4 minutes, so. All right, man. You guys take care now. I'll see you guys in the next one, and let me know if you guys summon. All right, bye.